looking on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning. Can't you hear the cattle shout? Gotta go your home. Down what you go, down what you go, down what you go your home. Down what you go, down what you go, down what you go your home. Someone's in the kitchen line up. Someone's in the kitchen with God. It's coming from the old man. Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Monday, Runday. It's coming from the old man. Can't you see the sunshine shining? Rise up so early in the morning. Can't you hear the cattle shout? Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Monday Runday. Welcome to Monday Runday Live. Just been trying running this engine as much as I can. I love this engine. Oh, she's all the way over there. Just look at that. Why am I not surprised to see that new Conrail running? I have no idea. There we go. Let me slow her down. Sweet. All right. Here, let me fix this camera. There you go. She's shutting down. Whoo. Let's see if I can get this camera fixed up. How's everyone doing tonight? I saw we had a bunch of people in here already. It's been a weird night. We've been getting a lot of thunderstorms and all kinds of creepy stuff outside. Whoa. So let me fix this real quick. There we go. How's everyone doing? Not Conrail blue. This is actually a Steel Panther shirt, and it's the only thing I could find that was Conrail blue, but it's Steel Panther. Good. You guys can't see the bottom half. It says something kind of goofy. But yeah, we're back at the old spot. Look at this. We're back at the old angle, so you guys can see the shelf and the signs and all that fun stuff. Here, put this camera up a little bit higher. There you go. And I actually really like this view. I was playing around with views in the room. This is actually a really cool angle because you guys can see if I'm putting a train here, or you guys can see the shelf, and I can see behind me, so it's pretty cool. So we had a bunch of people come in already. We already have 12 people. Wow. And 6 likes. Thank you guys so much. This is so cool. Let's see. We had Railfan Roger. He was first. Look who's back and back again. Brian Rock, how's it going? John Saxon. Hey, Nikki's downstairs. I think she's making pizza or something, probably for dinner. It's been a day. Whoa, knocking JT's over. JT's smoke float over here. Move that to a safe spot. Sean from Dockman. Hey, how's it going? Brian Cahill. RJ. What are we listening to? That was I'm working on the railroad by, it's called like the Rooftop. It's actually a really cool song if you guys like folk music. It's called the Rooftop Singers. Kind of like an old school, old timey. I don't want to say like country or western, but it's old timey. I love it. It's really cool. What else do we have in here? And it's actually raining Yeah, it's raining extremely hard. I can actually hear it on the roof. It's insane. Why am I not surprised to see that new Conrail? Because it's beautiful. I love the Conrail engine. Do you guys like the Conrail locomotive? Well, it's not an engine. I can't call it an engine. Do you guys like the Conrail loco? I love it. I can't get enough of it. Um, Sean's trains. Hey, what's up, buddy? Night train. Yes. Yeah, we'll get the lights on in a little bit. I was just playing around with some lighting and got my workshop light on, and also have the shelf back there, which I made a joke about earlier with Nathan Five Chime because he's building these beautiful shelves, and my shelves have actually taken the profile of the attic because the attic is like slanted. Well, it's slanted this way. Like right now, I'm sitting in like a rut of the room, and then back there it's slanted like that. So my shelves have taken the profile of the floor, so they're not true or squared up in any means possible, but it is holding my trains, and I'd like to paint that in Lionel colors one day. Do like maybe blue stripes and then um, orange shelving units, or blue for the bottom and then orange stripes. So you don't see like the dirt from like the track and stuff because that wood has like grease and dirt from the wheels sitting on it. But that's my motive power shelf. Rail fan Roger, good evening. Oh, there's Nathan Five Chime. I think I just saw him in here. Yeah, there he is. Nathan Five Chime said hello. Conrail, the mighty blue. Yes. Yep. You guys are converting me between you and RJ and JP and another friend of ours, Jamie Macon. You guys grew up in the Conrail era. And then I got a little story about that after I say my hellos. But yes, the almighty Conrail blue. Yes. Tiny town. T4, what's up, buddy? We missed you. Oh, man. Brian, get the first. Oh God, good luck, Brian. Brian's getting his shot one. Be careful. You might want to take like the day off or something. Get some Gatorade, some Pedialyte. Prepare for like a hangover. You're gonna feel well. You might. I felt awful. I felt very sick. And after shot two, I actually called out of work, so it was pretty bad. But you can handle it. I promise. Tiny town. Thanks for changing that. It's much better. Oh, last week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man. Oh, legend. What's up? How's it going? Conrail 8098. I'm sure he likes the Conrail stuff. Have you thought about getting any of the Lionel on track vehicles? I have one. I have one. It's actually, that's so funny. I went to my left to look at the camera. I've got one on my desk. I can bring that over a little bit later if you guys would like to see that run. But I do. I have one pickup truck, little high railer. Works great. It's conventional. Works off ACDC, not the band, but power. Oh man, Raylan, how's it going? How's Georgia treating you? It's muggy and whatever up here. I'm sure it's much cooler down there right now. Docman, I use FT Mega Smoke. Yeah, yeah, the Mega Smoke is fantastic. Let's see, I missed a couple. Oh, you meant JT or FT? I'm not sure. RJ's like, no, I hate Conrail. Nothing better than Conrail blue. Yeah, I agree. B&O blue is pretty, like the royal blue, but the Conrail blue is a super 80s, 70s, 80s. I love 80s stuff. I mean, I wasn't around to see Conrail, unfortunately. I missed the boat. I think most of us in the chat missed the golden years of railroading, like the Pennsylvania days, the class one frenzy. Unfortunately, a lot of us missed it, but we can model it and enjoy it for eternity in our trains. Any scale, really, any scale is, all trains are good trains. That's the best way to say it. The new Conrail is nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got it for a steal. Like honestly, like for the price I paid for it, it is a great runner and it's scale. I'm starting to get into more scale pieces now. I think the scale bug bit me, and I'm like, oh god, what do I do now? Once you go blue, nothing else will do. That's that's so cool. Still looks good. Thanks. Oh man. I grew up at the end of the Conrail period. Oh, yeah, I just missed it. It looks like PRR 4465. It might actually be 4465 if you See, here's the thing, if you take a, like a X-Acto blade, maybe you peel off some paint under that Conrail, you might find a Penn Central or Pennsylvania logo. They just painted over those things back in the day. They didn't have time for that. Oh man, yeah, I do know what you're talking about. I did see the rectifier at the Pennsylvania Railroad Museum. It's a cool engine, and you can see spots of Conrail paint. If you look at any, this is so cool. It's kind of like you started as Pennsylvania, you go through Penn Central, they painted you over as Conrail, and then they paint it back to Pennsylvania. And if you look at all those engines and cars at the museum, you can look and you will find Conrail blue either in the venting, the any wear surfaces like chains, brake wheels. You'll find that Conrail blue, and a lot of engines at the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania have Conrail blue paint. If you look hard enough, you'll find it. I promise. RJ and I did that last spring when the museum opened. I was like, I bet you there's Conrail under here, and we found it everywhere. Their Jeep, I think they have a Jeep 9 or a Jeep 7 there. Found Conrail blue on there, the rectifier, and also the Conrail blue engine that they have also had Conrail blue paint. So that also gave us 3 for 3. But not the GG1 or anything like that. I mean, it would just be black, and theirs is black. They have I believe she's called Blackjack. That's the name that they gave her. We can still shim that. Oh God. Oh man. I have several. Oh, I was reading a 5 chime comment. I lost it. Where'd it go? I have several HO Conrail engines. Would like to get some in O as well. Yeah, at the show. I'll get into that. I'm gonna catch up on comments. I'll give you guys my words about the show. Florida Railroad, how's it going? Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well or doing good. Yeah, yeah, we're alive. I'm broke because of York, but we're alive. Oh, look at this. Ours trains. Corey, what's up, buddy? Hopefully college is treating you well. You're gonna be on fall break soon, or if not on fall break, or at least if they still do fall break, they do like fall break, winter break, and then Thanksgiving break. You'll hopefully have off, you know. How did you Oh wait, hold up. I missed a couple. I gotta catch up on chat. Um well, Nick, how did York go? Oh, I'll get into that in a second. It was awesome. You guys are such a great group, and met so many great friends, and expanded the YouTube family that I have, with like my train and adventure friends, and now I have more train friends now to add to um, a great group of people, and it was an excellent experience. But I'll get into that in a second. Same here. I have more Conrail logos. Yeah, RJ's got a ton. So does Sean. I'm old enough to have seen Conrail running. Hey, that's not that old though. You're not that old. You're still young. We play with toy and model trains. We're kids, just big kids. Oh man. Arch trains, yo. North Penn Steam, how's it going? Hello, friends. Pouring here in the Northeast, thunder, lightning, wind. Yes, same here. Northeast as well. I'm actually not too far away from York or York City, and it is pouring here. 2233 was Pensy. Oh, okay. David from DB Tech, how's it going? For the cars, absolutely. Streams, best era, fact. Oh, okay. Went super corporate. Yeah, I could see that. Favorite diesel era, 1970s, of course, because everything's still in service. Yeah, I like seeing a bunch of old vintage locomotives, like Jeep 40s, Jeep 38s. RJ and I have actually been inside of a Jeep 38 up at Colebrookdale. That was awesome. It was still running, and she needs some work, but I think she was in a restoration phase. They were just using it before they could take it away to paint it. But it looked like it's been through its paces. But I think it was like a 1960, was like 67 or something like that. Jeep 38, high hood. It was insane. Skim through comments really quick. Nope, I don't get a fall break. You don't get fall break. What kind of college is that? What are they teaching you in this place? Get 3 days for Thanksgiving. Okay, that's nice. But here's the thing. So, um, everyone, Corey started his first year of college, and here's the crappy thing about the Thanksgiving break they give you. They usually schedule like a project that's due that following week, or I believe it'd be the midterm or the final project. A lot of my classes I had in school, they would be like, "Hey, you have a big long weekend to work on this. We're going to schedule a group project." It'd be like, "What? I want to spend time with family and friends." But that's how college is. It's torture. But yeah, hopefully it don't give you a lot of work or something, you know. We'll see how that goes. God, is pouring out there. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's hitting the roof pretty hard. I can actually feel the roof. You can feel it like buzzing from all the rain. It's heavy. David Stevens, how's it going? The 50s was great just for about every railroad. Yeah. Glad you had a great York show. Yes, it was amazing. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I'm almost caught up with comments. I always love reading what you guys type, and I hate to skip over anyone. There's a lot of comments, and my computer is only yay big. I need like a huge screen up here. I need like a hanging monitor or something. That'd be awesome. Um, yeah, RJ, that was awesome, man. That was too cool. Was it engineer Bill? Does that sound about right? Bill or Bob? I think it was engineer Bill. That was what he went by. Pensy and NYC forever. I'm more of a Pensy guy, but I wouldn't complain if someone dropped off like a Niagara to my house, like an NYC Niagara class. I would not complain. If anyone's willing to do that, I'm up for it. But usually I run everything, honestly. If I saw a cool engine, I'd be like, yeah, let me whatever. At first, here I'll get into my Conrail story in a second. They already have given projects for each and every weekend. Yeah, that's what they do. RJ did find a body for one at Cootstown. Guy didn't take my offer, so I walked. That's the way to do it. Darn tootin'. That's the way. Don't have much time for anything anymore. Oh man. That's such a shame. Like, a lot of guys in here know Corey's channel, and it's such a great, you know, always a great time watching you run your trains, even live streams and smaller videos that you've produced. I mean, you do such a great job. Hopefully, you can get back into it soon. But yeah, I miss you, man. It's it's been fun. Especially we went rail fanning, or I met you up at Strasbourg. That was really cool too. It's like your last week of freedom. Oh man. Hate when college classes do that. Amazingly, I actually have a real week off over Thanksgiving this term. Oh, geez. Last night the power went out before this. Yeah. I hope I don't lose power. If I lose power, it's going to be um, pretty much the end of stream. I can't even stream from my phone. I don't have service at the house, unfortunately. Um, I've been in a few cabs, but never had the opportunity to drive a train. I've never driven one. I know. Oh, geez, one of my friends, I believe Train Seekers, his son, they let him in a cab and let him pull the throttle back a couple clicks or something. Um, what else was there? I knew someone else that could drive a train. I've got engineering friends or engineer friends. Um, they're a lot of fun to talk to, and I also have like a lot of like train friends that worked on railroads. And I have some viewers as well that might pop in later. They work for class ones. It's always fun hearing from them. Niagara Falls outside. What more could you want? Yeah, yeah. We need rain. Rain's important. Water is important, but too much rain, yeah, it's bad. PRR plus NYC equals a fire. Fireworks. I only take one class. Oh, geez. Does anyone know anyone who works at Strasbourg? I honestly don't. You guys would think because I film there all the time. I actually film there on Sunday. Just really briefly, I went up to the watchtower or the silo tower to film. I don't know anyone at Strasbourg. I wish I did. I don't. They're kind of hard to get a hold of and kind of they're very busy. And I actually had a conversation with Nikki about that yesterday. I was like, man, I don't know anyone here. I've been here so many times, but the NCR, I'm very familiar with all of their staff for the most part. Even like some of the like just people that help out. Um, Stewartstown, I know a lot of guys, and also WKNS. Uh, they recognized me last time I filmed there, and they let me stand in the cab, which you guys saw in the footage when we went back to the what was it, the engine shed. They let us stand in the cab, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't. I wanted to ask them if I could blow the horn, but it was like really late at night. I didn't want to like disturb anything or get them in trouble. Agreed. PRNYC boom. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the Conrail situation. I told you guys about Conrail. Hopefully your window's staying dry. Oh, yeah. RJ got a cab ride at WKNS as well. So Conrail, it was so crazy. When I was growing up as a kid, like I went to Strasbourg. We went in the cab of, I think it's a Jeep. What's a Jeep 38 or a Jeep 40? I think it's a 38. And we went in the cab of the locomotive. And honestly, the guy was like, it was a volunteer, and he kept on saying like, yeah, Conrail is like still, still a class one. This engine could run tomorrow and all that. And I had no idea what Conrail was because I lived in Maryland most of my life. So I never saw it. And yeah, I just didn't know what it was. Honestly, I didn't know about the predecessor, the whole process of predecessors and whatever from Pennsylvania. I had like no idea until I started doing like research and all that. I'm like, oh, that's what they were. And then I really got into it when I started YouTube. I had what's that? Oh, I got a lightning alert. That's excellent. Honestly, I started getting into Conrail after seeing engines that were painted over and you could find Conrail paint. And then you look up the history of these locomotives, you're like, hey, this used to be a Pennsylvania engine. This was used in the 50s or the 60s, 70s. And then they painted it over as Penn Central Conrail. And that really interests me of just the history. And that's what got me into buying or being interested in the Conrail, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like one of those things that like underneath that paint, that engine could be a Pennsylvania. Actually, most likely was a Pennsylvania. And that's kind of cool. It gives me more options to run things with it. Like tonight, I'm running a Pennsylvania. I'm running an NS Heritage Hopper, Pennsylvania coal hopper, and it's just one of those things. It's like um, it could have been this, and now it's this in this paint scheme, and I like it. I think it's kind of cool. It's like a look back in history. Um, I bought the rectifier engine. I've never owned one, and I only have a GG1. It's right there on the shelf, but I've never ever owned a rectifier engine or a scale GG1 or electric engine. So or locomotive. Sorry, locomotive. But yeah, so I thought that would be a great piece to pick up. And like I said, I got bit by the scale bug, so I'm going to go looking into scaling some of my freight trains and all that stuff or scale pieces. So let me go back a little bit, miss some more comments. Um, let's see. I don't know if what'd you say? I know too. I don't know if they'll let me in a cab. I thought you could pay to get in the cab at Strasbourg. Like a while ago, I used to see people go in the cab all the time. I'm shocked though by the 1960s, 70s. Most small railroads like D&H Act were completely controlled by bigger railroads. Yeah, that's what happened, unfortunately. But um, you can still find vintage equipment, especially like if you go on the DNL, Delaware Lackawanna. They've got a beautiful Lehigh Valley painted engine, very vintage 60s, 70s paint scheme. And it's I think it's one of the last ones painted like that that runs. It's an Alco, probably an Alco, most likely an Alco, because they love their Alcos up there. Tom, what's up, buddy? Hey, Nick, how are you? I'm doing great. Trying to stay dry up here. Everything so far so good, but it is raining like crazy outside. Never knew D&H was owned by N&W in the 70s, early 80s. Whoa. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I work for FEC, but you too far north. Oh wow. So you do work for Florida East Coast. I got some Florida. Look at that. So look, Florida Railroad. See that Jeep? Well, there's it. Let me point. The the Jeep right. Let me go that way. That Jeep right there is Florida East Coast. And then same with let me point at it. If that is Florida East Coast as well. And then in front of that is a Seaboard. So yeah, I've got some FEC stuff. We got a passenger set, MTH passenger set from Rail King. It's really nice. It rolls really smooth. It looks fantastic. It's a 4-car set. But FEC is cool. I'd love to see them someday. I like the color scheme. I did end up selling one of my FEC BL2s. So I only have the single BL2. Actually, it's not on the shelf. It's in the basement. I don't know why it's there, but it is what it is. Oh, Jamie just sent this to me. There it is. So that's the Lehigh Valley that I was just talking about. If it auto focuses on the screen, do do do. Come on, camera. Can you do it? There it is. Yeah. I saw that engine in person and I was just like, "Whoa." I took a picture of it up on the overpass or from below the overpass. It was a really cool looking engine and I sent it to one of my buddies that is Lehigh Valley fanatic historian with them. It's oh man, it was so cool. I think you got the only person I know who says GP40 as Jeep. Jeep 40. Yeah, general purpose. Well, that's the thing. I have a Jeep and back in the day they would just be GP because it just stood for general purpose. But then eventually they just went to JEEP. So yeah, Jeep 40. Everyone up here calls them GP. Well, we don't want our P40s. That sounds gross. Oh man, you guys are great. DNL has so much cool stuff. Yes, they do. And I actually saw some oh man, if I ran S scale or S gauge, I would buy those DNH I think they're Alcos. I want to say that they are Alcos, but they are like oh man, those engines. If you guys know what I'm talking about, they are gorgeous. I mean, they're huge. They're like that long, um, really well detailed. I love that paint scheme. I'm sure you could buy them in O gauge, but or O scale. It's just going to be a fortune. But this guy had them for a couple bucks. But I don't run S, unfortunately. But it's a whole nother world I'm not familiar with. Scale size O gauge has a lot of great details. Yeah. Yeah, I love this. It's just it's crazy how large that engine is. And I'm running with some scale cars, some not so scale. Like they're very close, like 7/8, I would say. Sean's Train Depot. How's it going? Scale engines will put a nice dent in your wallet. Oh no. That's why we have trains.com and the York show. And trains.com was actually at the York show. They had some great deals, but I just I prefer the stuff on their eBay site. It's much better priced. I've got flashlight pocket. Yeah, it might happen. It might be the night. Nathan Five Chime. I like Conrail because my backyard backed up to the main line. Oh, to the what's that? 90. Oh, used to watch them every day. Whoa. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, I wish this old Pensy line down the street was a main line again. Man, that'd be so cool. I'd be down there like every day watching trains. It would be insane. Honestly, I'd put a virtual rail fan down there and make it like my own virtual rail fan. Yeah, Corey, the PAs. That's got to be it. I know it wasn't FA. It has to be PAs. I just texted you the picture. Yes. Yep. I showed you guys that. Oh, that's from 2012. Wow. Yeah, Alco PAs. I almost bought Alco PAs this weekend. Um, Sean from Sean's Trains and Things helped me like get the box and like look at the details on the box. I was reading through it and it was a Lionel PA set or Lehigh Valley PAs. They're beautiful and they only had rail sounds, but it didn't say like if it had diesel sounds. It just said horn and bell. It was like 240 bucks. I really, really wanted that engine, but it sold when I went back to pick it up. And that's when I found this guy. I saw it coming around the first loop. You guys know how train shows work. You do like multiple loops around. And the second time around, I saw the Conrail. I was like, oh no, how much is it? And yeah, I got it for a really, really good price. I'm like surprised like how good it was. Lehigh River, what's up? How's it going? Tom's Trains. Missed York this year, maybe in April. Hey, if there's a Timonium show, you're always welcome over here. We can go to the Timonium show if you want to drive that far. There's always spring, like April show. Yeah, I'll be at April for sure. Like, I'm not missing another York show. Unless something really bad happens, I'm probably never gonna miss a York show. RJ says Thunder. Oh no. Train shipping is cheaper on eBay than their website. Yeah, I love trains. I honestly, I bought a bunch of stuff through trains, like my where is it? My Baldwin, which is like right there. The Baldwin, the K4 up on the shelf. I think some of the cars I'm running this train. Actually, no, no. What else is trains? I have two. Actually, I've got like a bunch of ore hoppers I bought through them. I think they're CNO, BNO ore hoppers, and some box cars. Got a Setno car, a CNO reefer or insulated car, and some other ore cars. Yeah, all through trains, and everything worked great. I just needed new batteries for that guy, the Baldwin, and the K4. Not a big deal. That's pretty typical for PS1 stuff. I usually just put a new battery, and the Western Maryland's actually up for a battery change. So I'm gonna put a new battery I just bought in there, not the stock battery. I actually found some better rechargeable batteries from a local shop. I'm gonna throw in there. It's gonna be awesome. There's some. Oh wait, hold up. I missed some. Oh, there's some Rail King PAs on eBay for 300 bucks. Yeah, I want to see if I can get the larger ones. Honestly, just because. Tucker J, how's it going? Try and stay up, but I got a busy day tomorrow because of my birthday. Well, you're at birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Have fun. Stay safe. It's always exciting. My birthday's like almost in a month. I'm like really excited for that. Hey Lewis, how's it going? But yes, happy birthday, Tucker J. Have fun. Hopefully you get some trains. That'd be awesome. If you like trains. David Stevens at York most of the time. If you don't buy if you don't buy it the first time, you miss out. Correct. And I forgot to put that into my tips and tricks video for train shows, which a lot of you guys really like that video. Honestly, I want to do more things like that, like tips and tricks for like maintenance, events, running trains, all kinds of different things like to, put out the opinions I have. Why not? Some of you guys put up with me. Uh, it's the best way to say it. But yeah, I thought it was a good video. I just wanted to help people that maybe haven't been to a train show before or have been and maybe have not have thought of those things. And the crazy thing was when we went to York, so I was with Dave from DA Griffin Hobby. I was walking in, Dave was like, Nick, what's up? And we hung out the whole time. We met up with Nathan Five Chime, walking around. And we also met up with Sean from Sean's Trains and Things. and we all hung out as a group. But the crazy thing is, I was walking in with Dave and Chris from Nathan Five Chime. So we walked in, and they had I was like going over all the steps in my head of like train shows. So I got there early. I got my cash previously, and um I had to deal with an interesting deal with the Conrail. That guy was interesting, and he sold it to me, but it was just a fun experience. And I did test, I looked at a lot of engines. I'm like, yeah, this will work. But the funny thing is, I was walking in with Dave, and the most of the ATMs, they were refilling them already because they were out of cash. And I said that in my tips and tricks video. It's like, get there early, and when you don't go to a show and expect that they'll have cash, because most likely their cash machines will be empty. And the funny thing is, as I'm walking in, they're refilling all the ATMs because they were all tapped out, which is insane. Like literally thousands of dollars out of those machines. So I thought that was so funny. I'm like, and there's rule number 2, and there's rule number 3. It was fun. So oh man. But yes, I should have bought those PAs, but I got the Conrail. I got the Conrail instead. Lehigh Valley, younger guy on the football team, went to York. Didn't even know he liked trains until yesterday. That's how it is. Like a lot of people, it's like a hidden secret. It's almost like, you know, not a lot of people will say like, they're afraid to get judged, or they're like, oh, it's like nerdy or whatever. It's like, dude, trains are awesome. Like it's history. It's learning a bunch of different skills. It's not all about just running the trains. It's about, you know, getting together with people to run trains, sharing the history, the moment, the trains, learning how to wire stuff, paint stuff, scenery. Um, it's a great all around do it yourself hobby, and I've learned so much doing this hobby that is for every skill, everyday things. I like the Timonium show. Yeah, those are good shows. I agree with that. Those are fantastic shows. I went to the Great Scale. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll back on comments. I missed a couple. But yeah, they are great shows. Legend, I want to make it to York show. Yeah, April. Definitely come up for April, or wherever you are, come down, come up over. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's a lot of fun. And it'd be great to meet everyone again. That was a big part of York. It was just meeting people. Like I said in the York show video I did, it wasn't so much about seeing and shopping for trains. It was just more important to like meet people, hang out with them. I just got so much more out of it than going to a show by yourself and all that stuff. It's really cool. Seems like more people are liking trains these days. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually seeing that as well. And I've talked to a bunch of hobby shops, and they've actually said that too. It's like this year and last year, um, trains have increased in like the market has increased. And that's awesome because that means the hobby is growing again. And at York, I will say this, there were younger people there. Like I'm not discouraging older hobbyists, but I saw a lot of younger people in there, like my age and a little bit younger, but not too much younger. And that is just so great because when I was growing up, my dad would always say, like, look around, they're all older folks, like retired and up. And it would always freak me out. It's like, is this a dead hobby? And I would say, no, this hobby's much alive and doing very well. There's a lot of younger people and getting into it. It's such a great thing. It's really, really awesome. Hey, Radar, happy Monday. That's how far back I'm in comments. I'm so sorry, guys. Gus, what's up? Hey, it's all good. Glad you're here. There'll be many other stories. I promise. There'll be more. Legend, I bought my off-white Subway set from Trains, no issues. Yeah, they're a reputable company, and they were actually at York. It's really cool. Just working a lot. Scroll down. Hey, Lehigh Valley Model Railroad. So now we have 2 Lehigh Valleys. Awesome. Hey Nick, how's it going? Doing amazing. been a interesting day, but I'm so glad I'm here with you guys tonight. Allentown Train Show meet is coming up soon. I don't know if I'll make that one. That's a little far for me, distance wise, and I'm also very broke because of York show and bills. But yeah, so I don't know if I'll make that one, but I'll save up for April at York. How's that? April at York, I'll be there. I'll have enough time to recoup financially. It was a good vid, and I didn't even go. Thanks so much, T4. Yeah, it was just a general video because I've seen so many more train shows out and about, you know, like the Kutztown train meets, Timonium's back, York is back, Allentown's back. I've heard good things about Allentown. I just can't make it this year. It's just really far for me right now. And I'm the price of fuel. I'm not getting into the politics behind it, but the price of fuel right now is killing me. And honestly, I may not be out and about filming for a while just because of fuel pricing. It's like it's $4 almost around where I live. Excuse me. And that is just a lot of money for me. And I just have a normal regular gas vehicle. It's just I gotta save up my money, kind of stay put, film up here. I gotta finish the train layout as well. So unfortunately, I won't be traveling a whole lot. David Stevens, are batteries hard to replace? I have a Rail King engine that when it goes around my layout, the sound will cut out, comes back. Do you think? Yes. David Stevens, it is a battery, most likely. Um, the batteries I use, here, I'll show you. I just bought this from Batteries and Bulbs. They literally sell batteries, flashlights, bulbs. These batteries right here, it has to be the specs on these are 8.4 volts, and this one's a 220 amp hour battery, but it says 9 volt. It has to be a rechargeable 9 volt, and that's the key. It can't be like a normal rechargeable because you put that in there, it'll blow up. If you don't feel comfortable buying an aftermarket battery, stick with the MTH green batteries, not the white ones, because the white ones, from what I've been told, are the older batteries. And on eBay and stuff, you'll see guys trying to sell them because they've got them like from old hobby shops and stuff. Make sure it's a green MTH battery or an 8.4 rechargeable 9 volt battery. If that makes sense, it's 9 volts, 8.4. So, but yeah, it's probably your battery. I want to go try to do a video at the next Kutztown show. Keep forgetting. Oh man, same here. Yep. There's a train show November 7th, I believe, at Walnut Port or Walnut PA, held by Carbon Model Railroaders. Oh man. And there's actually a train store I want to check out in oh geez, it's somewhere north. I forgot where it's at, but there is a train show. They have their own channel too. I think it's like Lansdowne, PA or Lansdale. It's in I think it's it starts with an H. I saw their channel today and I really liked the videos that they were producing. Harrisburg has a nice show. Been there a bunch of times. Whoa. Or Hamburg. I'm sorry. Hamburg's not too bad. Not too far. Shipwright, how's it going? Jamie said, thrilled to see younger folks getting into the model railroading again. Yeah, me too. Been sad to see the opposite with the car modeling. Wish younger folks would get into it. I think, Jamie, I'm going to be honest. I think the model car stuff, it's just because they're more static. You don't get really like, I like models of all types. I used to do like military modeling too a long time ago, like grade school. I would build stuff for like my army men and stuff. But I think why trains are so popular is the new technology, the sounds, the excitement of like the smoke and stuff. But I'm sure there's a lot with the model car stuff too that they do to make them more interactive. I think it's just a different style modeling. And I don't think my generation may not have the patience to sit there to build cars, but I do like model cars. I think they're really cool. Shipwright, in my experience, the younger people are all for the hobby. Stumbling block trends, parents will then subject. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. I missed some other comments. Like this thing is scrolling like crazy. Hear me? Oh, I just got more thunder. I missed a bunch of comments. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be seeing some trains because I live near Strasbourg. Oh man, lucky you. Yeah, I've got the NCR. That's my home railroad right now. David, no, they are not hard to replace. Upgrade to BCR1 battery. You'll never have to change them. Now, Florida Railroad Dog, I actually, my BCR in the Conrail actually was bad, which I'm sure doesn't happen a whole lot. It's probably just because they never ran it. It was, well, that was a big thunder. Um, the BCR in the Conrail was dead. Like I tried charging it. I hooked it up like today. I actually hooked it up to a transformer, did a voltmeter test on it. It was dead as a doornail. I left it charged for like, oh man, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes, and it would not accept a charge. These batteries are pretty cool. If you can't afford BCRs, can be expensive. Some guys build them themselves, but usually they're like I've seen them go for like $30 compared to like this battery was $14. But it's a preference really. Coming out of the train closet or the layout. Oh geez. Sean's train. Another train show tip. Check your traction tires. My Acela, which was new, but 15 years old, had one good traction tires. Oh man. Oh, gooey. Oh no. They disintegrated. Oh man. Those are a mess. It's like those remind me of like the old phonograph belts or tape players. You open them up to fix them to put the belts in. It's just like a they disintegrate, you know. So crazy. David, I learned some things about the history when I got into trains. Yeah, same here. I've learned so much about just a little bit of everything, especially history too. And I love history. Went to one of their shows years ago at oh god, these Pennsylvania names are crazy. Palmerion High School wasn't bad for a small town show. That's pretty cool. Mr. Muffin had a great video on artisan products and manufacturers at York. Yeah, I actually saw Chris from RBP Trains posted a Lionel special video. That was really cool. I saw that right before the stream. Hamburg has a nice show. Been there a bunch of times. Had a kid recognize me from the channel at RSME. All right, then I saw those comments. Sly Cat, what's up? Oh, look at those spooky emojis. Got yourself a ghost, a pumpkin, a waving hand doing like one of these things. Happy Halloween, everyone. I forgot about that. Halloween's soon. Lehigh Valley, 14, and have been in the hobby since I was 6. Yeah, it was around the time I started as well. I was a youngster, and the diesel we had was right there. That little red, you can see the cab sticking right out from the fan. Good old Sioux line. That was our first diesel, and we ran that with the 10. Oh god, 1061. Man, those engines were so bad. Like you guys have, I mean, some of you guys have an idea. You might have owned them, but Matt, what's up? Hey, sorry, I'm getting the comments really slow. Florida Railroad, no problem. From my understanding, hobby shops have been selling a ton of Lion Chief sets. Yes, I've heard that as well. I've seen it myself. Like Strasbourg sold a lot. Like they have a lot of starter sets at Strasbourg, mostly because think of this, family gets off the train. Oh, a train store's there. The kid wants a train. They go in the hobby shop. They buy the train. They take the train home. All of them are Lion Chief sets or Lion Chief Plus sets. Nothing too fancy. Like their whole O gauge shelf used to be like higher end engines, and it's like empty and it's full of like a lot of secondhand stuff. But they were also out of batteries and BCRs. A lot of accessories were gone because I was there yesterday looking for a battery. So I just one of them things. Um, yep, 3.99 a gallon for diesel around up here. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts, man. This is just insane. Slag Cat, don't expect fuel costs to get any lower anytime soon. Oh, buddy, I know. It's just gonna get worse. Lehigh River, I have a Lion Chief um Dockman. Can't beat the value. Yeah, Lion Chiefs are pretty cool, honestly. I don't own any Lion Chief stuff, but it is a step into and it's a different direction. Like when I was growing up, TMCC was like brand spanking new, or the cab one, like this remote right here, brand spanking new. The whole system was new, and all I had when I grew up, my equivalent to Lion Chief was the rail sound tender or diesel sounds, like my FT sitting on the shelf right there. It's got rail sounds, so that's what I grew up with. Then I started to see the Lion Chief engines, and I was like, "What is this? Like a TV remote?" Like I had no idea what it was. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of glad I grew up with what I did because I'm not the biggest fan of like the Lion Chief remote. I think the engines and the cars are a great value, and you get that track too. But I think honestly, if they went with something more geared towards getting you closer to getting a legacy remote instead of having one remote, one train, or the universal remote, I think they would be better off because they would promote. You'd have when they whoever buys those trains, let's say they're younger, they get to be my age, and they get to command systems and stuff. They're gonna want to run those old trains just to remember it, not have one remote. So I think that's kind of like in the wrong direction. I think they should have, you know, the engines be able to go with like a legacy system or whatever. But I know they have the apps and stuff too. You can run them off your phone. I haven't tried any of that stuff yet. Just it's just crazy. Hoping to get to the train show at the Oaks. Yeah, I did hear about that one too on social media. It's like a lot of guys looking at yokes or the Oaks, not the yokes. Artie's in here. There he is. Sorry, I missed the comments. They shot down again. It's like, woo. Oops, let me go back. David, buy a BCR. Yeah, get a if you can find a BCR, get a BCR. Um, just make sure it's a better one than the one I had. The one I had, is it in here? Oh, here it is. This is the one I had from J&W Electronics. This thing is dead, like dead, dead. It's like I said, it probably is because the engine sat for years in a box, never ran or anything. It's probably why this thing won't pick up a charge. That they have better BCRs out there. They have different style ones and everything. So, um, like I said, like this thing, I mean, things wear out. So this one's probably pretty old. It looks old. It doesn't have a date on it. It does have a website, so it can't be like ancient. But yeah, yes, you said it right the first time. Second, the BCR saves a lot of fuss with proto sound boards. That is true too. I have heard that batteries can screw up the boards. I just personally haven't had that issue yet, but we'll have to see. Um, yes, it's Henning's Trains. Yeah, Slag Cat, Henning's Train Shop. They have a YouTube channel now, and those guys they're a lot of fun. It looks like they're just drinking beer, talking trains, and they did a great program. Their last show was excellent. I watched that, and they're doing really well. I mean, it's a cool store. I would love to check it out, but I've heard about it, just haven't been there before. Oh, Lincoln Funeral Train. Yeah, that's going to be soon, or at least last weekend, maybe. I think it's coming up. They're doing a Lincoln train at the NCR very soon. It's gonna be really cool. There he is. What's up? Oz America Model Rarer. You changed your channel picture. I didn't recognize you. What's up? Hope everyone's going well, going listening in the background while getting some electronics done. Sweet. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're staying safe and wherever if they let you out of Australia. Hopefully you're doing all right. I know things are crazy down there right now. I'm into the real car, especially the Mazda Speed 3. Oh man. About the gas thing. Yeah, it's insane. Had one of those Lehigh Valley, very fun car. Let me get down to or I'm almost caught up to comments. Yeah, they're getting in short supply. I did hear about boards and all kinds of things. Mm. First chat and live stream. What does it mean when one of the names in the chat is blue with the wrench? Sean, those are the mods. They're moderators. So um, they are my um, basically my helpers that so we've had a couple instances in here actually in the chat. We'll get like a bot or something like that. And or we have some people that like to like if you get like a weird comment or a fake channel, they have the authority to block or remove anyone that is suspicious. But they do a great job. Thank you all my mods. Nikki, if you're listening in, whoa, my Bluetooth speaker turning off always freaks me out. But yeah, we have Jamie Macon, RJ78, Matt PG, and Nikki downstairs also listening in. So you guys are great. I love my mods. You guys are all great friends, and it's awesome having you guys here. Florida Rara is also wondering that too. Oh, coal car from Hennings, sweet. I've ordered parts from Hennings Trains, but I haven't been to their store yet. Their channel is great. Yeah, like I said, those guys they're a hoot, man. They're so much fun. And I think the one like they've always had like a picture of something. I think it's beer. But I think those guys are just hanging out, talking shop. Hennings is the sponsor of the North Penn O-Gagers Club. They're always looking for new members. Damn, man, I'll have to definitely check them out. They're um they're not too far. I think it's like 2 hours. 2 hours away north. So much fun. Doing great here, Nick. We opened up more. Oh, that's really good. I can head over officially after November 14th. Wow. Yeah, if you want to go up to Strasbourg or something, I can meet you up at Strasbourg. Just let me know. Send me an email, Facebook message. That would be really cool to hang out at Strasbourg or a railroad, local railroads. If you come to Pennsylvania, just let me know. It's got an Atlas Seaboard with TMCC. Total garbage. Anybody has an issue with the Atlas, I'm gonna cut it and install another system. Florida Railroad Dog. Look at ERR Electric Railroad. Um, they might be able to help you out with that, with getting your rail sounds. Well, what's garbage about it? Just the operations or the sounds? I'm assuming it's probably a little bit of both. Oh, change my picture. Yes, so I can see my comments. Okay. Yes, Matt. Yes, they they do more than handle the trolls. They let me know and we do as needed. Maybe put them in timeout or block, remove, exile, whatever we need, troll handlers. Rev River sub. There used to be a really nice hobby shop called Lynn's Junction. She was such a sweet lady, but the place is gone. Oh, that's sad, man. Heading has a lot of parts that other stores don't. I might have to check them out because remember, I still have that Penn Central Jeep 7 that I really need parts for. I need like wheels and a motor. I got everything else, but maybe Hennings will have that. I do know of a fella that will have the parts and get them for me, but the thing is, it's going to take like 3 months plus, and it might be more than just finding the parts or finding like a junky engine. Yes, Hennings in Lansdale. Yep, that's the place. Lehigh Valley. I'll just call him Lehigh Valley Model Railroader. There you go. Part of a Coopersburg Area Society of Model Engineers, which is a 2-level HO layout. So cool. Open house coming up in December, January. Wow. Oops. T4. Notice that no matter how expensive the loco, that little switch to run it conventionally. I wonder why. Yeah, I honestly I have the ability to do command control with Cab One remote now, but I still run a lot of my engines in conventional. I only have the one command engine, the my New Haven up on the shelf, and she's great. It runs excellent, but all my other engines are conventional. I tried looking for a TMCC engine this weekend, but couldn't find one under like $400. But it's all right. We'll keep on searching. Rail Chief, what's up? How's it going? Peter, let me try again. My dad had some trains when I was a kid. Developed other interests when he passed several years ago. I got his love of trains, lots of great memories. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like my dad's trains, he's got some that he will not let me use or run at this house because he'll probably never get them back. But most of them, the collection, most of his collection that I enjoy the most is all his pre-war stuff. Like my great grandfather's 248, my great uncle's Baby Ruth, Shell or Sunoco, and New York Central Caboose for the 1688 set. And we also have like a bunch of other pre-war cars that are pristine at my dad's place. I'd love to have them here to run and show you guys, but probably not going to happen anytime soon. Unless I inherit that collection, it won't be at this house, unfortunately. Still working on your station announcement video for the YouTube channel. Yes, it is on the list of things to do. I promise, I swear, I'm working on that video. I'll probably end up doing that as the week progresses. I just have so much going on, especially with like the York stuff. I've got 2 other videos to put up, more Railfan videos, but yeah, it definitely will be done. I can't wait to do that. I've got some crazy ideas for that, and I might do like a stop motion style video for that. We'll have to see how it goes. But yes, it is in the works. It's just going to be a little bit. Hey, Randall's here. How's it going? Florida Railroad operations wise. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe look at like getting a new control board. ERR might have that, but man, there's a lot that goes on with these electronic engines. Coopersburg Layout Club. Been there. Oh, haven't been there for a long time. I think your dad took you there when you were little. Oh, that's pretty cool. Headings is a good train shop. Oh, I just missed it. I missed it. Oh, I totally missed the comments. Trying to go back. Man, it is really raining out there. It's so crazy. T4, you can't go wrong with conventional. Yep. Darn tootin'. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, a lot of stuff I have is conventional. I like I said, I do enjoy the command control, but honestly, I like running my engines conventional with the remote. And a couple reasons for that. I can actually walk around the layout. And now I have my switches up on my panel. So you guys didn't see, I actually have, I'll show you guys in a second. My box, the box is back. The laptop riser I built with my control box is back on the desk. I moved the desk 180 degrees well, to the right, like this way. So we're no longer facing out that way. That was awful. I hated that setup with the closet door behind me. But now We're all set, just how we were months ago or weeks ago. I'm sorry, with before the layout was destroyed by myself. I did that. All right. I remember seeing a comment about Hennings being a good train shop. All right. Operations. I think, okay. Hennings is a good train shop, kind of small, but they have used or scratch and dent section. Ooh. So you're talking, so David, you mean like scratch and dent? It could be like brand new and there could be like a scratch and it's like 50% off. Like a Sears, reminds me of like a Sears outlet, how they used to do that. Heading over May next year for about a month. Won't be far south from you. I'll be seeing a friend, stepbrother in West Virginia. Okay, that's pretty cool. Finally found out where I left off in comments. Got my external circuit breakers for my ZW at Hennings. So that's a cool part to have. Jamie, let's see, keep on going down the list. Randall, one of the locomotives on the local BNSF 1915 and SD40-2 still in the Burlington Northern Cascade Green still has it being heard or Herald on the nose. Oh, that scheme is so cool. That is iconic. I haven't seen a lot of Burlington Northern stuff. When I went out to Chicago, I think I saw some like Burlington Northern schemes and then BNSF stuff. And then when I went out to what was it, Washington State, a lot of BNSF, a lot of Amtrak, and I actually saw a Superliner up there. I saw the Superliners, and I also saw the Genesis engines for the first time, like ever, because my whole life I've been so close to like the Northeast Corridor electrified tracks. I saw a Genesis pulling Superliner, and I was just like, "Whoa, this is so cool!" But I remember that was really really cool. I have some trains to sell if anyone is interested. I have no pictures yet. Try looking at eBay if you get some help. I think you have to be probably 18 or older to sell on eBay, but get some help. Look at eBay. That's the best thing to do. Radar document still the picture. Oh wait, the price is very good for them too to upgrade. Made videos called. Oh, just missed a couple other ones. Oh, Atlas O suffers from not having the Odyssey control. I'm currently building a switch panel for my layout, which I can use both DC and DCC. That's that's honestly really cool because it's kind of like how my layout's set up with this command remote. I can switch back and forth. I know it's different with the DC guys. I know it's very different because we have three rails. Your outside rails, your common, your center as your hot line, and yeah, it's interesting. Look at all the designs. Like honestly, with my layout, the way I have this loop right here, I'll show you guys with my turnaround loop, right where this covered hopper's at. The way it turns back on itself in DC, right here, it would short itself out, and you need like I guess blocking to do that, automatic blocks, but or relays. But yeah, I don't have to do that with this because I've got three rails, and it's actually really cool. So Hennings actually made a great they did a great video on that today, or actually yesterday, I guess. They were actually talking about the pricing of different engines and things like that. What things would be back in 1939, 1941 compared to today's legacy pricing. It's honestly back then, trains were technically, according to inflation, a little bit more expensive back then than they were today. But the crazy thing is, they also talked about like if we didn't have World War II, what would trains look like? Would we have scale couplers? Would we have three rails, one on the outside rail? Because they did that back then. They did, according to them, they had a three rail. One was the third rail was on the outside with a pickup. it's just all this crazy what if. I think that is just so cool how those guys did that. And I'm gonna watch their stuff. They said they're gonna do a show like every was it every other week now? I wish they did one every week. Maybe a live stream, that'd be so cool. But those guys were just so much fun to watch. Matt sold quite a bit on eBay. Nathan, Nick, it was great to meet you from the first time at York. Was a wonderful day. I'm still working on a video for my train haul. Yeah, it was great meeting you too. That was that was such a fun day, and thank you for showing us around. Nathan Five Chime, yeah, you were our guide for that show because I had no idea where I was, what things were, where things were. Um, yeah, Chris, you're a member, so or you're a member of TCA. We are not. I'm a peasant. I haven't made a joke at TCA. I was just like, so you have to show us peasants where to go, or we actually got kicked out of one of the halls because we weren't allowed to pass a certain point, and security was like, I'm afraid, like, do you have your lanyards? Like, I'm afraid you can't be here. And I was just like, us peasants are not members of TCA. It's on the list of to-dos, I promise. I would like to be a TCA member, but right now I can't shell the cash out at the moment. But when it's time, I definitely would like to be a part of it. I saw that video. I hope people see that and stop complaining. Hey, trains are I think it was even worse in the pre-war, honestly, with like standard gauge. Trains have always been expensive. Like always. Now I do agree. I will say this. $2,000 for that Strasbourg engine is a little much, maybe like 1,000. Okay, cool. I get that. It's a very high end, like a lot of detailing and a lot of tooling and stuff. But you also have to realize the engines back then were also tooled and made in America. And that's the one thing that does bother me with the new Lionel pricing is the fact that they're not this sounds crazy, but they're not American made. Like, yes, they're tooled here, designed here, engineered, but they are made overseas to be cheaper in a way, but we're still paying the American pricing for it. And inflation wise, that's the only thing that does kind of bother me with the pricing of current line now, current, not the past. I get it. But the thing is, it's very expensive for where they're made. And I'm also nervous about the build quality. Let me go back up to the top really quick. Three rail AC power, no shorts, no worries. Yeah. Should put that on a shirt. No three rails, no shorts, no, yeah, no shorts, no worries. People would be like, "What do you mean?" They think you're like crazy person. I'd love a shirt that says that. Like three rails, no shorts, no worries, and have a picture of like the tube track. That'd be so cool. Like put it in the center, like a tube track coming down the center. Maybe some like lightning bolts or something. That'd be really cool. I need to like maybe get on to like Vistaprint, design that shirt. We had a nasty passenger train accident around the corner from my um corner from your place, Kemble. Oh, man, that's horrible. Lehigh Valley. Yeah, China. Oh man. Older urban and suburban railroads with three rails instead of an overhead wire, hot rail, ground. Yeah. Touching the third rail was a way of saying dying or death. Tiny Town, T4, it was crazy. I was listening to some old, like, I don't want to call it ragtime, but just like old jazz music, like 20s, 30s club style music on like records and stuff. And one of it was this lady saying, like, what not to eat, what not to do to stay alive. It sounded like a depression song, honestly, like Great Depression song. And she mentioned do not walk on the third rail. And I was just like, what? Like, that is so crazy. They put that in a song of what not to do to survive. And it's basically, I looked up the song. It was a song written to be played in homes on how to survive an outlook of the Depression era, what not to do to survive type, or what not to do, comma, to survive in the Great Depression. There you go. And I thought that was just so cool. Like, you wouldn't think nowadays, oh yeah, I'm gonna go walk on the subway tracks, but they're actually talking about the L, like the elevated trains in cities and things like that. Chicago, New York. Don't walk on that third rail. It's gonna feel well, you won't feel a thing, honestly. You're just gonna fry. T4, that's right. I see that Western Maryland changed the paint from Chesapeake in Ohio to Western Maryland. No, this is how I feel. No. Why would they do that? There you go. There you go. That's how I feel. Why would they do that? That is mm. And there's nothing you can do about it. Just like Miss Trunchbull from, like, if you guys have ever seen, Matilda, like, it's like, "I'm right, you're wrong, you're big, or like, you're small, I'm big," or whatever, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's right, there's nothing you can do about it. Holy crap, that rain's gotten worse. Tiny town. Oh, I saw that. Shipwright, you're paying for the brand with the big L. Personally, why I'm excited for Menards. Made overseas, but reasonably priced. That's a yeah. Lehigh Valley, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great week. Thank you so much. We never had the third rail power here in Australia. Oh wow. But there's my emotion right there. 1309. Man, what a waste. I don't know. They're elevated now, but that wasn't always so. They were originally at ground level. Sounds crazy, but true. Yeah. Yep. You can go to the York show as a guest, a TCA member, but only one time. They do have a lot of rules for the show. Can be a little intimidating. Yeah, it's fine. We had the hall monitor go after Dave. I feel so bad. So like we were hanging out as a group. It was myself, Chris, Sean's Trains and Things, Chris from Nathan Five Chime, and Dave from DA Griffin Hobby. We were hanging out we were a posse. Couldn't mess with us. Unstoppable. We're walking around, and Dave had some like bracelets on and his watch. And this lady went like full on hall monitor at Dave. I felt so bad. She's like, "Excuse me." She like started chasing after him. It was like Karen. It's a Karen moment at a York show, and Dave's like, "What? Like, what do you want?" Like, and she's like, "I need to see your wristband." And we're like, "What?" Like, is his not like I saw him buy his. He was in front of me when he bought his, or behind me. I forgot. But we had a hall monitor situation, and we all looked at each other like, what was that about? And she's like, "That needs to be visible at all times." I'm like, the guy's wearing a watch. It's like, but yes, they did have we had some funny moments. And then we got kicked out of the one building. He was like, "You can't be here right now." It's just like, whoa, okay. But we had a great time. It was awesome. They have a show in Orlando in January. I'd love to get to Orlando. I've got some friends that railroad down there that I'd love to see. Also some theme parks I'd love to go to. Hint, hint, Disney mostly. New Haven had EMD FL9 locomotives. They ran on diesel, but had oh, I've seen those. They had, what's really cool? They had those on Train Simulator, like the old Trains Simulator, and I think it was like 2012, 2013. They had those engines, and I always wondered what they were. They had the little third rail like contacts sticking out underneath the wheel. It was really cool, and I was like, "Wow, what is this?" But it was an old New Haven. Really cool. Frostburg was what I was thinking. Okay. You guys were rebels. Yes, we were. I was gonna say, Dave and I have long hair. No one messes with us. That's because we sneaked in the back door. They didn't see us. They kicked us out. Such rebels, right? At a train show. Oh man. Is Matt heading out? I missed that comment. Let me see. There he is. Rain is bad. Good thing I mowed today. Gonna hop off. Have a great night, everyone. Matt, thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you this weekend. We might go to a train shop and check it out, but I'll let you know. Be awesome. Checking out a new store. I won't give you guys too many hints just in case we film, but it's not too far away. So we'll see. Artie's heading out too. Oh man, have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping in. We were actually wondering about if you're okay and stuff because I know Australia's been it's been nuts, but I'm so glad you're here. So glad all you guys are here. But yeah, some of my viewers were asking about you and then T4 the one week. Like, where's T4? I'm like, I don't know. Hope he's okay. Especially with everything going on in the world. But yeah, it's so glad you guys are here. Shipwright 3 rail is pretty well gone in Europe, except for uh tin plate. All O scale is 2 rail. Yeah, double O, and then there's the O scale. It's different over there. So much fun. You guys have so many different trains over there and stuff. And Dave bought a set. Yeah, Dave bought. Oh man, I can't. I'm not going to give too many hints. I'm not. I'm not going to explain what Dave bought because that's his. That's his doing on his channel. But if you guys haven't, look up Da Griffin Hobby. He's a good friend. Um, he bought a really nice set of trains. Lionel, I'll say this, it's at least it's Lionel, and I'm sure he's going to review it, and I'm sure he's going to have a good video on his show haul. But he did buy a very nice train set, and that's all I'm going to say about it. No one else say a word. That's for his channel. But yeah, check out Da Griffin Hobby. He's really nice guy, a lot of fun. Us rebels sneaking into York train show. Oh no. Oh, Matt said sounds good, but I've read. Sorry, I wasn't saying that about that comment. I was saying Radar's comment. Enjoy your hair while you have it. When I go for a haircut, I should be offered a hair off, a half off sale. No, I don't have any bald spots yet, but I'm sure. I got like the hair of a spaniel. Like my hair is like flat right now. I hear the fire signal going off. Look at that. Tom, are you running anything tonight? Yes. Yeah, we can do that right now. How about that? We'll run the Conrail. I'll bring you guys through the paces of the engine. Yeah, Dave's channel's great. He's making that layout that is just oh man, I wish I could do that up here, but a lot of pink fuzzy mountains, and we actually were really impressed, man. At the show, a lot of guys came up to him like, "Man, this mountain looks great." Um, the pink fuzzy mountains, man, they're I wish I could do something like that up here. I just have a different vision, but those are really well thought out, and it's all hand carved. He's not using like a melting tool or anything. It's all by hand carved foam mountains and valleys and tunnels. It's crazy. Let's play Conrail. Okay. Lots of good stuff and tips. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think the first video I watched of his was when he bought the post-war Alco 32 or 2032s, which I have mine sitting right there as my two sets. Well, there's one set right there. Yep, right there. Alco 2032s from I think 19 oh geez 49, I'm gonna say 49 or 53. There's like a couple different variations. I think those are the newer ones. Then the older ones are actually underneath the platform. So yeah, let's run this Conrail. We'll spin the camera around. We'll go through I'll show you guys some of the operations. She is kind of loud, which is perfectly fine with me. I love loud trains. But I think I got to replace the batteries in this remote really quick too, because it's been completely unresponsive since the start of the stream. What was that? Don't know what that was. You got these old Rayvac batteries in here. Oh, lightning alert in Baltimore. Oh well, let it happen. Kick the tires and light the fires. I don't want any fires up here. Now, I did pick up batteries. These, well, cameras over here. Duh. These are from Harbor Freight, and these are like super cheap batteries, like very, very cheap batteries. And I got them on purpose to run up here with the remote because I don't want like super expensive batteries in this remote because I'm going to go through them like crazy anyways. But these are like, what do they call, Thunderbolt Edge? How festive for the thunderstorm we're enduring right now. Let's see. They almost look like Rayvac. They're total Rayvac copies. I guarantee they're probably made in like the same battery factory, wherever batteries are made. Whoa. End up dropping a battery. All right, I'll just get a new one. And grab one out of here. But these are actually these batteries are great if you guys want to run like Halloween decorations and you don't want to buy like, the super duper expensive Duracells or Energizers. Go to Harbor Freight, get yourself some batteries for your decorations, and then throw them away at the end of the night. Because if you're just looking for, to do your like decorations and such, might as well do that. So why isn't the remote working? And put the battery cover on. Huh, the remote's not working. That's great. Did I put the batteries in right? I use rechargeable batteries. They last long, can be recharged over 100 times. I might look into doing that because if I'm using batteries up here like crazy, that might make sense. Let's see. Yeah, that rain is insane, guys. Oh, that's why. Yeah, these batteries smell like battery acid. Welcome to Harbor Freight. Oh, did you guys hear that? There we go. There's like this little piece hanging down. Would not let me use the batteries. Cool. Sorry about that, everyone. Hold on, I also have to put a new. Oh, I gotta plug up my laptop, which I always forget. Let's see. There we go. Make sure that's plugged in. All right, laptop is in. We got power. We got power everywhere. All right, so let's run this Conrail. Any other comments? Hopefully no earthquakes tonight. No, and I actually found out what that is. I think it was my neighbors moving some furniture up in their side of their attic. It was actually moving the whole room because the other night I actually had a very, very similar situation happen. It freaked me out, and it could just be shifting of the house. I hope it's nothing like too bad. But yes, there are no earthquakes thus far. None of that stuff. Or it could have been maybe someone was blasting somewhere. I have no idea. But honestly, it hasn't happened for a while. Yeah, tiny town. Great point. Don't buy them in quantity as they have really short shelf life. Buy them as you need them. Exactly. I'm gonna go through these batteries like crazy, and I'll recycle them too. You can recycle batteries. But yeah, Rayvac, the Radio Shack specials. I love that comment. It's great. I use rechargeable batteries. Yep, I read that one. I'm sorry. Personally, I use rechargeable batteries as well for the Lion Chief remotes. Less trash. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe I should get some rechargeables. That'd be really cool. Are you in a duplex? In a way, yes. It's like a row duplex. A little bit larger than your average row home, which is excellent. So let me set the track. All right, track one. Oh, she was about to start up. I'll turn you guys. All right, here we go. Where's the Conrail? York uses explosives and it feels like an earthquake. The quarry in York. How far? Well, John Doe, you know where I live. Without saying where I live exactly, how close am I to the York quarry? If you could give me like an estimated distance without telling my viewers where I live. Please don't say that where I live. Here we go. Now, something I did pick up with this engine is that instead of doing the ding ding when it turns on, it actually does. You could hear like two air hits. It's like, tss. I think that's really cool compared to the ding ding, like my other three Proto Sound 1. 20 miles, but I feel at my house 5 miles away. That could be them. They could be underneath, That's pretty crazy. White wall wheels, one hardcore MOH. Good deals now on rechargeables for remotes. Yeah, that's what I might go to. So here is the rectifier engine. I can get a better view if you guys would like. We can back her up. She's going to go forward. We'll spin her around. How about that? And look at that. You can get her to crawl. Let me get the lights turned on a little bit better. Hey, White Wall. How's it going? And the best part about the Cab 1 remote, you can hit the bell and whistle and your train does not speed up or slow down. Look at this. I love that. It just goes, it stays the same speed. So we'll put we'll get the Conrail Loco right here in frame for you guys. Man, that's such a great picture right there. Yep, rectifier, yep. All lithium ion rechargeables batteries are so much better than metal nickel hydride. There she is. She's just crawling along. Whoops, I stopped her too early. All right, there she is. Whoa, why are you going the other way? What happened? What are you doing? So, yeah, there she is. Big old wrecked engine. Look at that. Go this way a little bit. It wants to move so bad. There we go. So you change the voltage on this engine, and I figured out the different crew talk will show up, which is different than the other engines I have because you have to do like a button combination, as you guys pointed out before. Some other crew talk. Let's see. Get the power all the way up. I forgot my smoking caboose is here. Look at this. It scared. It really scared me. Guys, check this out. Sounds like a Conrail horn. Yep. Yeah, I got the where is it? Where is it? Pina colada burning in there. Yep. Can add some more. Got a blow on it. And it should just go. You'll see it just go poof when it's ready. This is Lionel. This is a Vision Line caboose. But the locomotive, yes, MTH Protosound 1. There we go. See if it does it. I'll just go. I have like 2 more of these. This one, there it goes. At least it's not a fire. Well, the one guy said fire. There you go. Check that out. I mean, can't get any cooler than that. So if you run this engine, or if you run this car with your command system or command, track setup, this thing just smokes like this as it's going around. It is so much fun. But yeah, little Pennsylvania caboose with I guess they're cooking something in there. Smells like tropical fruit. So there's some other crew talk I haven't heard yet. See, let me actually take that off the track. I forgot about that. I had to show you guys. So yeah, we'll go back to the Conrail. All right. Whoops. Let's go that way. There we are. All right, you can kind of hear like some of the dispatching notes, and we're talking about like an empty somewhere, all that fun stuff. You get the bell, the traditional. Oh, it's about to decouple. Did it decouple? No. Did not. Okay. There's like the normal like idle sound. You can hear the compressor going a little bit. Thinking about getting the caboose cam. I heard about that today on the Hennings smoking hot box reefer is a fun one too. Oh geez. Yeah, I did see that on the Hennings channel. They had the camera caboose. I'm like, that is so cool. I might look into that. So let's see where she goes. Here she goes. She's gonna go forward. Let's do 2 toots. And we're off. And you can see I got some scale cars in here. 3 scale. Then these 2 covered hoppers are semi-scale. And scale caboose. Gotta love it. Hey, Brian's back. How's it going, buddy? Hopefully everything's all right. And she's making her way around town. Now, guys, I do have something special to show you. I did wire up the ice house, so that's all wired up and hooked up to my console table. Here, I can show you that real quick. We'll let her idle down. There we go. So yeah, check this out. Got to push the ice button on my console, and it should work. Should. Let's see. Hey, it's working. It's got a couple more to load. Oh, you missed one. Missed it again. Oh, he needs some help. All right, I'll give him some help. There you go. There you go, bub. Try that. There's one more. Thought I had more ice than that. That's it. Oh, I do have more ice. Oh, he loaded two at the same time. Look at that. What a champ. So yeah, that's all wired up. I'm so glad that's, working and everything. It's hooked up through my console table, which I told you guys I'd show you. So here, let me show you that really quick before we get into anything else. Screeches when it gets a hot box, wheel bearing, flicker, and smoke. Oh, what? That's what you meant by hot. I thought you meant something else by like hot box. I thought you meant like people are hanging out in the box car doing other things. Not like the hot box goes off. Now the crazy thing is Shipwright. This is a crazy idea. Let me turn off the Conrail real quick. So you guys know that Lionel has those hot box detectors or defect detectors. It'll say like no defects. Like it does like exactly what the railroads actually do. Does the hot box detector detect a bad hot box when the wheels are on fire? Does it do that? Now, did Lionel think of that? Nick's Crossing did, but did they think of that? So I don't know if that actually detects it, or do they sell the hot box detector as an accessory with that car? Would that be a good idea on their part? Like, what do you guys think of that? Like, we have some great scalers in here, great hobbyists. Like, what do you guys think on that? Are you adding your golf gas station? Yes, she is. She's actually like right where behind the American flag. It's right there, but that's going. All these town buildings are going to go in front where my engine yard is up here. You can kind of see the corner of it, but in here will be the town. So I haven't positioned anything yet officially except the station and the switch yard and the ice house, obviously. I think after the wheel catches on fire, a defect detector can't do much to help. I just think it'd be so cool. Okay, if they have this fancy box car, I'm sure it's amazing. I didn't know they had that. That'd be really cool to get and review and play with, mess around with. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of the times, like those defect detectors don't really pick up defects, but I think you used to be able to set um them to pick up like fake defects or real defects. But it'd be so cool if they sold that box car with a defect detector and there's like a little magnet in there or an RF detector that picks up the box car that will have the defect. And the defect detector says defect detected, you know, axle count. Well, if it actually counts your axles or not, I don't know. But if it actually had like a sensor or a magnet to pick up when that box car went by and it could say, defect detected. So I just think that'd be kind of cool. Be like a box that'd be very expensive, be like $200 plus, I'm sure, but I think it'd be really cool. I think after the wheel catches on fire, yeah, you said that. Yep, I read that. Yep, behind the flag. You can see a little bit better now. It's right there. But yeah, golf will be back. That is my favorite gas station. And even better, I'm going to put a battery inside the clock. So whatever time that golf station reads is it's an actual clock in that golf station. So you guys will see how, it'll be like an actual little town, with the town hall type thing. Be really cool. I have the defect detector and it only counts wheels. However, it will tell you something different every once in a while. Okay. Sean, defect detector, it counts your axles, I believe. Um, it gives you an axle count when the train goes by, and also I believe it has a detector to pick up on temperature or any type of irregular motion. But I believe it does have a temperature or like infrared or IR gun hooked up to it so it can detect heat or any type of like maybe missing axles or missing wheels, things like that. It picks up on it and it reports back to the engineer or the conductor on the train, actually probably the whole crew on a train saying like, "Hey, defect detected, stop the train." But they do have them in real life. I thought it was a joke when Lionel made them. I was like, "Man, this is kind of weird. Like who would have this?" But it's a real thing. It's a real I didn't know that until honestly there's oh geez, what's his name? He always says like, "I'll see you guys out in the high iron." I forgot that gentleman's name. He's a rail fanner. He's down in Florida. He did like the Tropicana train. Um, I forgot his channel's name, but he did a video and he was rail fanning down there and his scanner would actually pick up the defect detector. It would say like no defects. I don't know, but I think they're pretty cool. Don't have a hot box detector. Have to rely on a caboose crew when the hot box goes off. Cool idea though. The defect detector has an IR that counts the wheels. Yep, exactly. What the hell? We're on fire. Back in the day, it would happen all the time. They'd shove all kinds of junk in those wheels and they'd just catch on fire. Oh, the time change. Yeah. So it's crazy. It's 10 o'clock right now. So I have a Lionel clock up here, the official Lionel clock that it works. Um, so the clock up there used to spin every hour. It would have the train that goes around, and at my parents' house it'd freak us out because every hour the train would go off and you'd hear it throughout the whole house. So I don't know where the train's at. I think the cat might have knocked it off, but every hour you hear it go ding, like you hear the relay click to send the train around. So every hour on the hour when I hear the dink, that means I know it's at the top of the hour. It's kind of funny. Um Hotbox Reefer does have dialogue where the crew shouts, "Stop the train." And they put the fire out and the lights and the smoke stops. Oh man, that's cool. Hello, train people. Good train information. O Gauge Trains Plus slot cars. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. I haven't seen you around here before. Slot cars are fun. I used to run them as a kid with my dad's slot cars. I've actually talked about that on the channel before. My dad had a slot car that was a trash truck, and I always thought that was like the funniest. It's probably like Tycho. It was like 80s slime green. It was awesome. But those were the days. John Doe Millennium Force. Wish I could ride that ride one of these days. Reachability for Eastern Standard Time. Distant Signal. Yes, that's him. That is the man. Distant Signal Productions. Yes. Oh man, he goes rail fanning all the time. I think he's probably retired. And he probably just rail fans like all the time. I'd love to have that guy's job. Just rail fanning Florida and riding in trains and filming on trains. I mean, I love to meet him someday. I always love his tagline. It's like, "I'll see you out there on the high iron." I just think that's so. Oh man, there's just something about it. Jerry, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Chris, thank you so much for stopping in. It was great meeting you this weekend. I had to actually look up what a Nathan five chime was, and that is one heck of a horn. Because we talked about it at the show. It's like Nathan five chime is a horn, and I looked it up today. I was like, man, this thing it's sweet. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. And that is actually a really cool channel name too. Lionel Train Engineer here, looking for work on a railroad I've experienced in Legacy, Lion Chief Plus 2.0. I have experience in conventional and very little TMCC or all that fun stuff. Oh man, you guys crack me up. Sounds like Toy Train Man or sounds like Toy Man. Yeah, it is a cool horn. It looks honestly a five chime looks wicked. It looks like something from like the monsters, like the tailpipe sticking out of a like an old car, like the coffin car that they had. A five chimes like just stacked Nathan horns. It is cool. Very, very cool. So yeah, let's get to running this Conrail. Oh yeah, I promised I'd show you guys the box. Hey, five channel, see ya. Have a good night. So we find a good way to do this. I gotta tilt the screen down really quick. I'll show you the guys the box. Yeah, I don't want to turn off my computer though. That'd be very bad. So see if I even have a picture on here. Okay, so here is the new upgraded box, the control box. These are all my accessory buttons. And on the sides, these are all my switch controllers. So they're all labeled on top. This is for my yard. So where it says like, let me turn the light on really quick. So it says like 1, 2, and 3. That's for my switches in the yard, like first switch, second switch, third switch. I forgot to mention this is my accessory power on off. This is my town lights on and off. This is the master power right here. So you can turn that off. The orange light indicates you have power, which is good to know because if something happens, there's actually a breaker on the transformer I'm using, but this shows that the board's hot for both of these. And if I go to the left side, all my switch controllers are here too. See if you guys can even see them. There they are. These are numbered as main central, main south, station, freight station, and the last one is ice. So put my screen back up. So I labeled all my switches, and for like the first time ever, I've actually organized all of my my switch controllers on the console, the little center console I built. And yeah, it works really nicely. And I love having the switch controllers on the sides and it's organized. So like the switches that are on my right are on the right side of the board. The switches on the left are on the left side, and they all go in order from importance. That's the best way to explain it. Like my main switch is like my MC, main central is the switch. Let me show you guys really quick. Main central is this switch right here. Main south, south of the platform. It's actually down that way. And then STA station is my junction right here, right where that coach is at. Can't really see it. Freight is my freight station or freight shed that is also behind the station. You can't see it, but it's that switch back there. And then ice is the main switch for the ice station, which is also an 054 switch. So it's all organized on importance. So mostly I'm going to be using 1 and 2, MC and MS. And then for the yard, F1 mostly, it is what it is. Mile High Rail, how's it going? Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to bring back the old board from the old layout. And it's still a wiring mess underneath, but it is organized with some conduit tubing. Do I have any of that here hanging out? Yeah, here it is. This stuff right here. So this is all like conduit. Um, so for all my Switch controllers, I grouped all the wires that I could fit inside one of these tubes and put them all in there and then sent them out under the platform. And because this stuff is kind of like structured, it actually flexes and holds all the wires away from like sagging down or getting caught up in my hair as I'm underneath the platform, all that fun stuff. So got this at Harbor Freight. Um, got a lot of the wiring supplies at Harbor Freight too, like my connectors that I've been using, the quick connects, and a bunch of other stuff too. So yeah, we'll run the Conrail for a little bit. It's a little bit after 10. I'm probably call the stream around 10:30 or so. But I love to run this engine for you guys. Then this week I'm going to plan on working up here a lot. I've got just as a channel update, really quick. I've got 3 videos that could potentially come out this week. I got the York train layout. I've got some. I filmed only 3 layouts at York, and it wasn't on purpose. It was that we ran out of time because we were hanging out, walking around, talking, having a great time. But I'd only filmed 3 layouts that we had access to in the main orange hall. So it's the layout hallway, the hallway layout, the 3 rail standard gauge, and then the Lionel layout. Did they have a 4th one? It might have been. It was either 3 or 4 layouts, I believe, that we filmed. I think it was 3. Yeah. So we filmed all of those, and it's just a short little TCA layout video. And the last layout video I did for the Great Scale Show, that video is doing very well. It's got like 1,700 views. I'm so happy you guys enjoyed it, and I had a great time filming that. And those guys were so nice, and even the guys at Lino, we walked up to film, and they're like pushing the whistles. You could see them standing there with the little Lion Chief remotes, pushing the whistles and stuff. You guys will see what I mean. They had the anniversary Santa Fe AA set running on the bottom loop of their layout, and then they had the Halloween, I think 080 switcher. It's either that or an 080 or 010 Halloween switcher running, and they kept on pushing the whistle for the werewolf, and it was just so much fun. Really a great time. O gauge trains. I'm going to build a slot car track into my O gauge layout. I've seen that a lot these days, and it's very popular. Honestly, I've actually seen um, layouts of just slot cars. Like they build a scene, they build a race town, or man, I've seen a lot of that recently. It's very popular. So yeah, that's an excellent idea, honestly. Smart thinking, an electrician would probably faint on just seeing the wiring on my layout. Mine's pretty basic. Nothing too crazy. It's parallel wiring, a lot of parallel wiring. That's the main name of the game for this layout. Parallel wiring and switch controls, basic like sending wire out to a switch, things like that. Not a problem, O-Gauge. Yeah, man, that's such a cool idea, honestly, because like I've seen complete layouts of just slot cars. Like people build models and towns around racing cars. I think it's just so cool. Vincent, how's it going? Lionel was displaying the Halloween 1313 camelback. I saw that. It looked really strange, honestly. And I love camelbacks. Any weird locomotive, it doesn't have to be steam. Um, basically, you know, any locomotive at all that's odd, weird, I want it. Like honestly, like my Baldwin, she's a interesting character. The EP5 classic locomotive looks a little weird. The rectifier engine looks odd. I love it. What else is weird up here? Like the trains, train wise, like a U boat. I got a like the Chessie U boat I have, kind of odd. I was gonna say if you're calling out for Dockman, I don't think he's here. I don't see him in chat. It's getting pretty late. He might be in bed. We got many Italians in Pensacola. Hey, that's awesome. So many Italians in Pensacola, Florida. I grew up as well, my grandfather was Sicilian, fresh off the boat, like 80 some 90 years ago. God, he's probably 90 years ago now. Joe, how's it going? Hello from Chicago. Hey, I thought so. Thanks. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, he's an early bird from what I've seen like videos because he did an unboxing once. I think at one of the shops or something. It was really cool. It was like a live unboxing. I think it was something for one of his trucks because I think he works on diesels, like diesel mechanic for like trucks and stuff. But I think he's an early bird, which is fine. I should honestly be waking up earlier. Oh, you guys are talking. What's that? Italian? Oh no, there's a lot of Italians in Brooklyn, Long Island. I was gonna say, Tom. Everyone from New York says they're from Brooklyn. Love you, buddy. Because even the guy who sold me the Conrail engine today or the other day, he's like, I'm from Brooklyn. It's like, no, I couldn't tell. Yeah, we're gonna run this engine. Oh, Naples, yeah. Semi trucks. Yeah, yeah. He likes big engines, man. I love engines. Engines are awesome. They keep this world rolling. Jacksonville also. Yeah, we have a little Italy in Baltimore. Um, I haven't been there in a long time. But there's a bunch of delis in Baltimore too. They're really good. They've got like actual Italian stuff. Not me. I'm from Long Island. Hey, yeah, let's run this engine a couple times around, and I got to call it a night. Unfortunately, there she is. Let's get her started up here. Have the equipment operator. Sweet. Yeah, odd locomotives are awesome. Hey, Sean, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll talk to you soon. Get you set up for your live stream stuff. It's gonna be awesome. Here we go. Yeah, I'll actually run it through the station real quick. I'll flip the main switch. Hey, Peter, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. Use the dynamic brake to slow her down. And we got to flip. No, I got to flip that switch. See if it'll do it. Nope, we're stuck. There we go. Switch this. There we go. And flip the other one to red. All right, should be good to turn the train around. It's just the light reflecting. I did see that too. I saw in the corner of my eye. I was like, what? What's going on? There we go. Turned our train around. Hey, Slack Cat, thank you so much for stopping by. Definitely, we'll see you next week. Got a long day planned tomorrow, so I'm also heading out. Hey, T4, thank you so much for stopping in. I'll definitely keep you updated. Or I'll definitely keep updated with your channel too. All your guys' channels. I like to watch all your stuff. I think it's just decoration on this one, but I'm sure you could wire it up somehow. And I know there's a lot of guys that like converting their GG1s to do that as well, but I'm not going to do that, but it'd be cool to have pantograph system up here. Going by the yard. I'll say if Tom's still here, I could play a game called Guess the Voltage. The accessory power. I'm actually running these accessories at like the proper voltage this time. I'm not cooking anything. $14. Yep, correct. Yep, 14 volts. Hey, Shipwright, thank you so much for being here. Have a great week. Definitely see you next time. Whoops, wrong button. Joe, how's it going? Missed another comment. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Tucker J, when is your next live? Next Monday night, 8 p.m. around that time. Usually, when everything goes correctly, it can start at 8. But this new train layout and like track plan, this layout works so much better than the last one. If you guys remember the old layout, it's this one's much more efficient. I have way less problems with this one. I'm gonna run one more diesel for the night, and then we'll call it quits. I'm gonna run the Baldwin a couple times around because I want to see some smoke and hear some sound effects. Let me take this guy. I'm gonna put her on the shelf. And it's still raining like crazy out there too. right. So yeah, the Baldwin, this is also scale, but the size of this thing's way different than the rectifier. This is just a little switcher compared to the Conrail. Here, I'll get that started up. You'll hear the ding ding this time. I think the horns are the same. Like honestly, between them, between the engines and or whatnot. Prefer rain to sleet. Yeah. Oh yeah. She might need some smoke fluid. We'll see. Give the engine some pina colada smoke fluid. Let's see. Let's see if she's a drinker. Oh, kind of blow some air in there with the pipette. There you go. Now that's a smoke unit. Right over my smoke detector, too. All right, let's send her out. Oh, this was giving me problems. Maybe this one needs a new battery. Huh. I wonder what's going on with this one. Yeah, maybe this one needs a new battery. Mineral oil helps the smoke stay visible. I did see that from another viewer. Actually commented on that the other day. Yeah, I wonder what's up with this engine. It's not like wanting to move or anything. So maybe she does need a new battery. So I guess we're not running this one today. It just shut down on us. So yeah, we'll get another engine. Let's see. Here. There we go. All right, guys, we'll keep it we'll keep it electric. Florida, thank you so much for stopping by. We'll see you. See you next Monday. Sounds like a plan, buddy. We'll keep the theme going electric. Pennsylvania as well. So we'll get the. Oh, why is this running already? Stop. We'll see how this works. If she wants to play nice, we'll see. We shall see. Cool. That's all on. Here we go. 611. I don't have a 611, but I got a 746. Let's see if this engine wants to play nice. Keep the electric theme. There you go. There we go. When in doubt, GG1. Whoa, she detached. Where's your EP5? It's on the shelf. Um, yeah, it's on. She's on the shelf. Not being shelved for a bad reason. It's just I didn't feel like running it tonight. Oh man. Whoops. So guys, I'm actually going to call the stream because I've actually got to get to bed soon. I've got a long day tomorrow at work. But I want to thank you all for joining in for this live stream. We had quite a few people in here, all some new faces, some old faces, and some you know, people popping in here and there. It's been an awesome stream. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. We have 25 likes. Thank you guys so much. I didn't even see that before. And if anyone's new to the channel watching the replay, always consider subscribing. We're on the road to 1,000. And once we hit the 1,000 mark, we're going to do a 24-hour live stream. A couple of my friends said that it may not be possible to do 24 hours consecutively, but we're going to try either through StreamYard or through the YouTube. We are doing a 24-hour of some type of live stream. I'm sure we'll have X amount of problems, like audio visual problems, but it's going to happen. We can do it. If not, if let's just say this, if the 1,000 subs happen, we do a 24-hour live stream. Maybe I won't just do like a Runday kind of thing because I'll be sitting down the whole time. Maybe all night we'll be building the layout, doing some scenery work. It may just be kind of boring at some points, but it will be 24 hours if YouTube can handle it. I may not be able to save it because it's gonna be a lot of filing if I do the what's it called, like the DVR feature for live streams. I don't know, but we'll have to see. It's gonna be awesome. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining in, and all my new and new friends I met at York. Thank you guys so much for making the York show amazing. Like I said, it was during that video that I filmed last night for the York show. Honestly, was the best show I've ever been to because of you guys. Just hanging out, meeting new friends, and meeting people that are into the same hobby and interest as my own. Myself. And yes, I have other friends in the YouTube world, but it was just so great to meet more people that also do train content and just expand the YouTube family. It was just so much fun. But you know, it's always you guys are always so much fun. Thanks, Randall. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jamie. Love the Conrail. Yeah, whenever you guys are over, we can run the Conrail. People love boring streams. Another channel's most popular stream is just watching paint dry. Really? That's interesting. But all right, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, happy railroading. You know what that means, guys. I'll see you later. Have a great week. Have a good night. Be safe. Stay dry. It's still raining. I can hear it. So see you guys. Have a good night. Have a good week. Bye.